And we are racing here in this crucial Qatar Grand Prix. Martin missed the start. He got massive wheel spin on the penultimate Ducati. He's under pressure here from Quartararo and from Bezzecchi. And Bagnaia has made the dream launch. It was a horror show for Martin, as he feared, off the line. Martin's going to come through the first sector. He's down in the 8th or 9th place. A shocker for the man second in the standings.
That couldn't have gone much worse for Jorge Martin, and that's how many of his practice starts went earlier on in the weekend. Both Prima Ducatis went backwards. Jorge Martin is in 8th position.
Nightmare here in the night race in Qatar then. It's got it worse as well because Pecco Bagnaia trying to stretch his legs at the front of this Doha battle. He leads. Here is Jorge Martin. Look at that. He lights up the rear tyre. His motorcycle, that Ducati, well, it pivoted right, it pivoted left. Just no momentum, no drive grip whatsoever. Oh, listen to that as he just got massive wheel spin, trying to throw 300 horsepower through that Michelin rear tyre. Alex Marquez fires on the inside of his Gresini Ducati teammate Di Giannantonio. So Alex Marquez then now up into P3. Di Giannantonio now on the inside, really toughing it out with Alex Marquez. The two Gresini Ducatis exchanging at least the same paintwork, and it's Digia that's now back up into P3. That's Digia getting aggressive on the inside of Luca Marini, properly picks up the pole man. So Di Giannantonio is getting his elbows out here, isn't he? Getting the gloves off as he tries to hunt down Pecco Bagnaia. Of course, desperate for a first Grand Prix victory to try and show that he's worthy of a full-time ride in 2024, but how much risk will Di Giannantonio take, and will Ducati just maybe impose some team orders just to say, please do not pass Pecco Bagnaia? That will all play out over the next few laps or so.
Fastest lap of the Grand Prix on moments ago for Fabio Di Giannantonio. He took 0.2 of a second out of Pecco Bagnaia.
Here comes Vinales. Oh, no thought about a move, didn't he, on the inside at turn 6. Here comes Vinales. This is the move into turn 15. He just can't make it stick. Martin defending superbly here. He's a passenger on that Prima Ducati right now, isn't he? Vinales then finally does seek safe passage through on Martin as he's about to hit the front. Now Marquez, he picks off Jorge Martin. It's just unravelling here, isn't it, for the Prima Ducati rider? Here is Quartararo. That's lovely. That's just what Martin did to Bagnaia at turn 10 in the sprint. Zarco has gone through then. I guess he has no choice. No option. Although he runs in wide though now through that first corner. This just gives you an indication of Jorge Martin's struggles out here tonight in Qatar. We have the Mapping 8 message back on screens.
Did you know his history?
That has been the message going to Fabio Di Giannantonio. Cast your minds back, Andrea Dovizioso, Jorge Lorenzo. That was the crystal clear message to Lorenzo to back off and just protect Andrea Dovizioso late on 5 or 6 seasons ago. Mapping 8 though the message to Fabio Di Giannantonio.
Well, will Fabio Di Giannantonio understand that message? Surely he'll be well aware of what it is. And will he heed that warning? Because Fabio Di Giannantonio might not be in MotoGP next year, so this might be his only hope of winning a Grand Prix in the Premier class.
Here comes Fabio Di Giannantonio on the inside. He squeezes through on Bagnaia. Bagnaia trying to get him on the cutback, taking full risk here. The world champion throwing it all on the line. Davide Tardozzi looks on. Fabio Di Giannantonio, having got the Mapping 8 message on his dashboard, did he even see it? Did he acknowledge it? Well, clearly not, because he's taken the lead here in Doha. Di Giannantonio over the line, leads already by nearly 0.2 of a second on Bagnaia.
There's something about this Losail circuit in Gresini, aren't there? Bagnaia's fighting back. No, he nearly made contact.
And Bagnaia's going to the car park. This is just a battle he did not need to be engaging.
Take the 20 points,
did
Pecco.
Not need to be raging. You've got to admire the risk being taken here by Pecco Bagnaia. It's going to be fascinating to hear what he thinks about this battle by Di Giannantonio. Di Giannantonio's gone for the individual glory here, hasn't he?
Put yourself in Fabio Di Giannantonio's shoes. He does not have a job for next season, and he wants to win this race. That was how close it was. Bagnaia's already shaking his head as he runs off into the runoff area.
Fabio Di Giannantonio, his first MotoGP victory, but so many talking points post-race. He got the dashboard message, Mapping 8, but Fabio Di Giannantonio takes a fantastic victory in a classic Qatar MotoGP race. A first MotoGP success then for 25-year-old Fabio Di Giannantonio. He sat in the media centre on Thursday and said, I'm here to win this Qatar Grand Prix.
He walked the walk.
And he has been true to his word.
Digia is a MotoGP winner.
For more MotoGP action, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you at the races.